Have you ever wondered why some people retire with peace of mind while others spend their entire lives working, only to find themselves still struggling when they're old? Let me ask you something even more direct. Do you think retiring poor is fate, something written in stone? Or is it really about the small choices you make every single day? Here's the truth. If you commit to one very specific thing every day, it becomes nearly impossible to retire broke or to retire late. That might sound bold, maybe even exaggerated, but stay with me, because by the end of this conversation, you'll see why. Picture this. You're 65 years old. You don't wake up to an alarm clock forcing you into a job. You wake up to silence, to peace. No rushing, no bosses, no panic about bills. You open your banking app and there's more than enough money. Enough not just to survive, but to live freely. You can travel, spoil your family, buy the food you like without glancing at the price tag. That reality isn't just reserved for the lucky few. It's for anyone who decides that wealth in retirement isn't a gamble, but an outcome they build every day. The first lie you need to kill is the bedtime story that retirement security shows up on its own, like a prize at the end of a long career. It doesn't. Pensions are shrinking, social safety nets grow weaker every year, and waiting for governments or corporations to provide for you is like trusting a broken umbrella in a storm. Money doesn't flow to people who sit around hoping. It flows to those who prepare, who plant, and who act. So when you see people retiring in comfort, don't let jealousy eat at you. Don't stand in the shadows of someone else's celebration, frustrated that their life looks abundant while yours feels empty. Instead, see their success as proof. If it happened for them, it can happen for you. The difference is that they didn't scatter their focus across 20 things. They picked one, maybe two consistent actions and did them relentlessly. A flashlight can light up a room, but only a focused beam shows the way forward. And that's the secret. Retirement wealth isn't built from sudden windfalls, lottery tickets, or one lucky break. It's built from consistency. It's not about what you do once in a while. It's about what you do almost automatically, without fail, every single day. Even 10 minutes a day making one financial improvement, whether that's saving, investing, learning, or cutting a bad expense, sets in motion a chain reaction that's impossible to stop. Your job might feel like a prison sometimes, but even that can be fuel. Use it as the foundation. Then take evenings and weekends and pour them into something that builds your future. 1 hour a day over 40 years is more than 14,000 hours. 14,000 hours is mastery. That's the difference between staying stuck and building something that creates freedom. And let's not forget education. Your mind is the greatest tool you have. Feed it more than you feed your phone. 30 minutes a day reading about money, investing, or self-improvement is like sitting down with the greatest financial mentors in history. Books and quality videos are free universities, and the wisdom they give you is armor. Armor against scams, bad advice, and expensive mistakes. Imagine the gap between someone who spends 30 years scrolling and someone who spends 30 years learning. One retires broke, the other retires secure. Now think of money itself. Every single dollar you save as an employee, if you put it to work, it never complains, never sleeps, never gets tired. But if you waste it, you fire a worker who could have been building your retirement. Each time you choose saving over waste, you're hiring another loyal employee. Imagine reaching retirement with thousands of these workers, producing dividends, interest, and growth for you around the clock. That's what daily discipline creates. And here's the beauty. You don't need massive amounts of money to get started. You need habits. You need small daily decisions that, over time, add up to everything. Maybe it's skipping a purchase you don't need and redirecting that cash into an investment. Maybe it's building an emergency cushion so unexpected bills don't throw you into debt. Maybe it's automating a small transfer into an index fund or retirement account every payday. This isn't magic, it's math. And math works the same for everyone. $10 a day may not look like much, but over 40 years with compounding, that can grow into more than $1 million. $1 million from the price of a sandwich and coffee. But only if you are consistent, and the hidden reward is bigger than the money itself. By taking small actions daily, you train your mind to stop seeing retirement as some vague, scary future and start seeing it as inevitable. You stop asking, will I have enough? and you start saying, of course I'll have enough. I've been building it every single day. That confidence is priceless. It lifts stress, improves your health, and allows you to live more fully right now. Because the truth is, your retirement isn't decided at 65. It's decided today. Each snack, each subscription, each wasted hour may not look like much in the moment, but stretched over decades, they make the difference between freedom and struggle. The gap between someone who retires poor and someone who retires wealthy isn't usually income or luck. It's discipline. It's whether or not they took action every single day, no matter how small. So let me challenge you. Do one thing today that builds your retirement. Open that investment account. Cancel that subscription you don't use. Cook instead of buying lunch and put the savings away. Read one chapter of a book on money, just one action. Then tomorrow repeat it, and the day after repeat it again. If you make this part of who you are, then retiring poor doesn't just become unlikely, it becomes impossible. Because poverty in retirement isn't destiny, it's the result of inaction. And wealth in retirement isn't luck. It's the result of daily discipline, of consistency, of compounding. When that day comes, when you wake up with peace instead of worry, when you can buy what you want and live how you want, you'll look back at those small daily choices and realize they were the most important decisions you ever made. So don't wait. Don't tell yourself you'll start later, because every day you delay is a day lost forever. Start today, and let every day from here forward move you closer to the freedom you deserve. Thanks for watching InvestingFlix, where smart money learns smarter moves. Subscribe for more insights that grow your wealth.